Fatcat, man, y'all rocking the Fatcat show. This is my show. FAT, watch the time on you. Say it one more time. Say it one more time. FATCAT, man, y'all rocking the Fatcat show. This is my show. FAT, watch the time on you. Here we go. Here we go. No matter what you say, I'ma spit it how I spit it so you niggas can forget it. Everybody is a critic. I walk in the dark with my chronicles acidic, with my game up the bar, so your girl'll let me hit it. Damn, man, my show's simply marvelous. You can stop the hating and debating, you can't argue this. Cause if you found something better, you would sip Moretta while wearing an ugly sweater. But my show you listening, so stop the whimpering. This is for the sinners and the born again Christians. Turn to Philippians. Nope, you can miss me then. If you wanna talk, take my number, you can hit me then. Cause you know my show is rocking. Fat Cat, remember that when your girl is shocking. When them headphones are knocking. Fat Cat show and you don't stop the knocking. FATCAT, man, y'all rocking the Fat Cat show. This is my show. FAT, watch the time on you. Say it one more time. Say it one more time. FATCAT, man, y'all rocking the Fat Cat show. This is my show. FAT, watch the time on you. Here we go. Here we go. Yo, 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 yo. What's cracking? You rocking with your boy, the sinister minister, the thinking deacon, the Rabbi Raymond Noodle, the chaplain of fried chicken's last rites. That's Fat Cat, and my co-host should be on here a little bit, but y'all know who it is. That's T Satellite, Bills. I don't know what's happening with him over there right now.
I'm here.
Well, you're not on camera.
You can't see me?
Okay, all right. We finally got something right. But what's up? What's up with everybody out there? Hope everybody is having a good day. We're about to have a real good show today. But like we start every show, we want to give our birthday shout outs. Amen. Because it's always good to be in the land of the living. So everybody that's celebrating birthdays today, we want to give our shout out. I forgot to do something very, very, very important. Even though it's late, it's belated, but I want to give a birthday shout out, belated birthday shout out to my newborn niece. My newborn niece that was born a couple of days ago. So I want to say happy birthday to Amor, and everybody that's celebrating birthdays out here. Yeah, but just like we have life, unfortunately we have death, and we at the Fat Cat Show want to send our heartfelt condolences out to those who are grieving right now. Jesus said, let not your heart be troubled. Believe in God. Believe also in me. In my Father's house are there many mansions. So we want to definitely tell you to be of good cheer and keep in good strength, because God is always with you. Amen.
Yeah, my cousin lost his mother the day before yesterday.
Wow, see?
Gwen Conaway.
Yeah, see, definitely. We're losing a lot of people as of late, man. It's just, and it's not just, it's, because death don't discriminate. Money, your fame, whoever, don't care your status or anything, but, definitely, everybody's dying. And, another rip to Marvin Hagler. Speaking of Marvin Hagler, that's what our first topic is on today, is on Marvin Hagler. And, yeah, man, I remember those fights back in the early 80s and mid 80s with Marvin Hagler, Sugar Ray, Thomas Hearns, Duran, and man, I mean I think you can't repeat that year those years and those weight classes of the '80s. Now, like you look at Floyd Mayweather, I don't think he would have made it in that era. I don't think he, like now he's not really boxing nobody, really the competition. But
No, he makes extraordinary people look like nobodies.
yeah, so it's definitely stuff is definitely a joke nowadays when it comes to that. But I do remember that Thomas Hearns Marvin Hagler fight. Man, he beat the crap out of Thomas Hearns.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I used to like Marvin Hagler until he knocked Tammy Hearns out.
yeah, he
I was like, oh, the, man, he knocked the Jerry curl juice out of the kid.
yeah, he did some damage. But the the weird part about this is that is now it's a controversy that Thomas Hearns, man, I'm supposed to put these on. Controversy that Thomas Hearns sparked up. That's all right. Don't hate. Thomas Hearns sparked up when it came down to Marvin Hagler's death because he had posted earlier that he was in the hospital fighting the after effects of the COVID vaccine, and then, as we know later on, then the wife sent the tweet that he had just passed, and so the thing is that so I think Thomas Hearns got a little backlash from somewhere, and he didn't recant, but he just said that this is not what he say a propaganda for anti-vaccine. He's not speaking against the vaccine, but he just saying what he knew. And so the thing now is like,
Might have made a mistake.
but how can you make something a mistake like that? Plain as that.
That's why it's called a mistake.
I'm talking about how can you make a mistake? Where would you get that information from? Somebody had to tell him that information.
So, what you think? Hagler's wife called him up and told him.
I, somebody told him because him
No,
and
I'm asking. I'm
Hagler,
asking. Do you think?
somebody from the family. I think
Hey, how you doing, Tommy? Yeah, my husband passed away from the vaccine.
or just think this, since they were good friends, when got checked into the hospital, when they was taken into the hospital, we got to rush Marvin to the hospital. I don't know what's going on. I know he just had this COVID vaccine, and he can't, because they said he couldn't breathe. That's what so, and they kind of like right now kind of being hush hush on the cause of death. They trying to say natural causes. A 66-year-old man that was relatively healthy don't just have breathing problems and say, natural causes. Something happened. Something definitely happened. So and like I said, where would he get that information at? Then he came back and he said, at this time we not gonna really stress that. It just sounded like a big cover up, like somebody like don't make no waves with it. You
So
know.
you think Thomas Hearns is part of a conspiracy plan
I
to
mean, you know what?
hide the effects of COVID-19?
You know what I think? I think that it's we so quick to dismiss what we think is the obvious, and we give like, let's say the government and all that the benefit of the doubt, and
So,
we know what they're capable of.
so I guess nobody in your household, you or anybody in your household, is going to get the vaccine, right?
Hell to the no.
Okay.
No, at all. I don't trust it. I don't trust the long term effects of it. I don't know. People right now they get the shot. You don't know what's being put in your body. what's being put in your body. They said all of a sudden we didn't have a vaccine. Now we got 4 or 5 of them. 5 of them they pumping it in your body. You don't know what it is. You don't know what kind of things it is. As we see now, even when you get a flu shot, or stuff like that, we finding out that it was actually mercury in the flu shot. Certain vaccines when they vaccinate your kids,
But
all
do you know
kinds.
what's in the chicken sandwich recipe?
You know what? I didn't I didn't eat the chicken sandwich recipe.
You sure?
I didn't eat the chicken sandwich recipe.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, of course they got all kinds of stuff in their food, but for you to tell me that you just came out, you did first of all you act like you didn't know what this thing was, and then all of a sudden you got five sort of type of vaccinations that's gonna help out, and then not only that, not only Marvin Hagler, but we look at two recent celebrities that just died. Hank Aaron, and what's the other boxer that just died? Dog, um, Leon Spinks. Both,
Oh, Leon speaks there. I didn't
yeah,
even know.
Leon Spinks, and guess what? Both of them died right after getting the COVID vaccination. Not too long after getting the COVID vaccination. So something is fishy.
Huh.
Something is definitely fishy. I don't trust it. I don't trust it at all. They relatively what the other day they had these facts. The other day, a relatively healthy 60-year-old woman took the vaccination shot and died in California. In Virginia, a 54-year-old woman took the vaccination shot and later died. You know, and they keep saying, "Oh, health problem." Then they put something on there to say if they were so sure about this vaccination, why do they exempt themselves from being sued? If they swear on it, you can't sue them if you die. If they swear, if you so sure that this is the cure? I just don't trust that. Especially black people in America in vaccinations. It never added up. We were subjected to syphilis. We were injected with syphilis. They always messing with our with different I think Dr. Umar Johnson did a study in a show on because he used to deliver the vaccinations to the white communities and black, and he said the vaccinations were two different types. We didn't take the same vaccinations, so I don't trust America. I'm sorry. I will not be taking that. I'd rather pray than than take that vaccination.
Well, I'm taking it.
Uh, Dummy the monkey.
Huh?
Huh? I don't, nothing. I just said you all right with me, man. But I just feel that weird. You don't find that weird though? Why would he just all of a sudden say that?
Why would Thomas Hearns recant his statement? That's all I'm saying.
If the
No,
family if the
he's
family
not in politics.
if the
He's
family
not a
if the
scientist or a
if
scholar.
the family asked him to.
I don't know. Thomas Hearns just don't seem like the type of dude you could say, "Don't say that." Let me take back what I just said.
um, I'm just saying, it's all together fishy to me. It's just
I,
all together fishy to me.
I know I don't too much believe in conspiracy theories. So just like when the disease first started, people were saying you get the disease from 4K. Is that right? 5K or
Yeah,
something.
yeah, that 5G, 5G
5G,
cell tower.
5G, putting up the towers. and they were saying black people couldn't catch it. It was real crazy stuff.
You know what else they call a conspiracy theory. What else they call a conspiracy theory is the fact that the vaccinations are causing the regular vaccination they give the kids are causing autism. They call that a conspiracy theory. But I've never seen autism at a higher rate than it is right now. And I believe it because with my son, before he took that shot, he was a pretty normal kid. But when he took that shot, I believe that. I stand on that big time. What's up, Janine? But like I said, are you planning on taking the shot, huh?
Yeah.
What makes you so confident in taking a shot?
Well, it's not about me being confident. Either I can sick or I can be sick or I can die. Those are the choices that I have.
Okay, my thing is this. It's like not knowing, do the fact of not knowing how this vaccine is going to react with you, that is not a concern of yours?
But one thing I know for sure is you can drop dead if you catch COVID. That's for sure.
But
That's nothing I have to.
What about the survival rate? Think
look,
about it. Think about it.
Look, let me say this: people are surviving the COVID, but the after effects from getting COVID, I'm talking about they have breathing problems, memory loss. I personally know people that's been recovered from COVID and they have problems.
What's up, Mike? I see you, man. But my thing is this: is just anybody on here? Are you comfortable? Have you taken the COVID shot, or do you plan on taking it, or do you not believe in the COVID vaccination? If anybody want to comment on that, that number is 646-564-9728. Press 1 if you want to comment. I do not trust the government. I just think like certain things that they ought to take care of, they don't never take care of. If they really concerned about, because my thing is this. He said, "Hell no." Mike said, "Hell no." Yeah, I'm like you, Mike. I'm not taking that. I don't trust it. I just do not trust it, dude. It's just because they never meant black people well. The government never meant black people well, and they just came out. This stuff
But
just
the thing is, you got black and white people taking it. Let me tell you something. If if they really thought something was wrong with that vaccine, guess who wouldn't be taking it?
but
White people.
okay, but if you look at the general rule, what is the general rule? The general rule is not to wipe them out, but to wipe. Maybe it's a different vaccine from them. You ever thought about that?
Maybe
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
maybe we shouldn't take it at all and let us all die out.
Hey, I say this. It's been over a year for COVID. I never had it. I never had it. God bless. Never had it. Feel good. Nobody really close in my family has had it, and I just
My nephew had it. My two nephews had it. My cousins, they had it. People that I went to high school with died from it.
yeah
So, so it's not like, oh, this is make believe. It's not
yeah
really happening. It's really happening.
because like the thing that I would consider, it's always something about a long term effect because they sit up here and they try to act like this thing
But what's the long term effect for death?
I'm talking
Can't,
about.
you
I'm talking
can't you
about.
can't recover from that.
I'm talking about underlying health conditions later on. What this vaccine is going to cause?
But what is death gonna cause?
Who said COVID is a death sentence?
It is
For some,
for
Ev-
most.
everybody having
For most.
like my.
I ain't talking about the
I'm
few
just saying.
survivors. I
I'm
said
just.
for most.
I'm,
I told you I know a couple of people that survived it with terrible effects
yeah.
from having it.
So
And I know a few people that died from it.
yeah. I just the I could say this. I know one of my ex coworkers, his father died from it. And he's older guy. Later on, kidney failure, liver failure. Yeah, that all of that type of stuff. It's just so many questions that need to be asked. Then they want to try to act like this virus is new when you could look back and see that Institute of Diseases patented the coronavirus way back in 2013. So they knew this thing. I don't trust nothing that this government tells us. I don't trust no type of vaccination, no type of nothing that they give us. But that's other people's prerogative. If you choose to take it, I'm not trying to talk nobody into to doing. I'm just really stating my opinion and what me and mine are going to do. I just can't. I just don't want to deal with this one right here. And then they said even if you take the shot,
You can still
you
get
can
it.
still get it. So it's
I know, but the chances of you recovering is like 90 some percent.
okay.
But
Say the people that's asymptomatic. Some people are kind of immune to the disease anyway.
but what if you don't know? You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah. So hey,
It's a whole lot of. I don't like a lot of guessing going on with my life
right,
because it ain't like I can die and come back.
right. but man, let us move to this next topic, man. Wait a minute. Our next topic uh, deals with a stimulus murder, a stimulus check murder. I don't know if you heard. This happened in Indianapolis. See, I haven't been privy to the news a lot lately, but I seen where. Wait a minute, Mike said, "I put my faith in God, not man, not sciences."
Oh, that sounds like a good slave preacher
The,
talking.
say, preacher, man, what's wrong with you, dog? You don't believe in God?
What do me believing in God got to do with sitting back and repeating something that nobody that understands the gospel is saying?
How you know? I said the same thing. I put my faith. That's where my faith is.
That's good.
That's where my faith
I'm
is.
proud of you, man.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I
I'm
trust
proud of you.
I trust the Lord rather than man.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah. But anyway, uh, we got a stimulus check argument that in Indianapolis that led to a quadruple murder. Uh, and
Uh,
so we do have footage on that news feed, and we're gonna discuss it after this on the Fat Cat Show.
When SWAT team officers found Malik Halfacre hiding inside the attic of a house on the east side Sunday afternoon, the family of his alleged victims tells me it was 24 hours short of the moment he walked into this house and demanded money from Genetrius Moore, the mother of his child.
He wanted some of Genetrius's tax money and stimulus money. She had just got her money, and he wanted half of her money. She said, "No, you don't deserve any of this. I work, I take care of our child, you don't do anything."
Inside the house were Genetrius's mother, Tamika Brown, her brother, Daquan Moore, her cousin, Anthony Johnson, and her daughter, Eve Moore.
Daquan was trying to save his sister. He was taking up for his sister. He stood up and said, she said, "You cannot have the money. You cannot have her money." That's what she said. and pushed Malik. And Malik pulled out the gun and just started killing everybody.
Genetrius Moore told her family she was shot but escaped after Halfacre reportedly put their baby in the car and prepared to drive.
Well, you get the point. Baby daddy wanted a piece of that stimulus money and went on the killing spree. And you know what? We always talk about this on that show. Be careful who you procreate with. Be careful who you select.
But you nothing, man. I want to say something.
Go ahead.
Okay. You know about the tax returns, right?
Yeah.
For some crazy reason, when women and men get those tax returns, their whole attitude is different.
Yeah.
They think they got some kind of control.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna get none of this money, but you living in my house. You don't get none of this money, but you been driving my car. You ain't gonna get. I don't need you now. I got the stimulus money. So all the stimulus money did was amplify that tax refund money times 2. If you ever want to see how somebody really act, put some money in their pocket.
Mm-hmm.
They'll show you.
So my thing is this, like, from what the young lady was just saying, this man evidently wasn't around no way. Excuse me.
I don't believe that. You know why?
Why?
He wouldn't have showed up talking about no type of stimulus check. That don't even make sense.
Think about it. Think about, well, you thinking it with the mind of Ray Ray now. That's Ray Ray. For Ray Ray to
no, I'm not. You know why?
Why?
I ain't killing nobody for $1,400. I won't even fight you for $1,400.
He said,
Come on.
But look, they had, I think they said what, 2 kids? 2
Right.
kids. So he like, I want half of that money. I want half of that, because you get.
She should have gave him some of that money for them kids.
But she said, you never around. You don't take care of the kids. You don't do nothing.
Do you believe he's never around? Because women don't lie. Look, man, I'm just saying. I don't think it was no reason to kill somebody, especially over some money.
Yeah.
No, number one, let me say that first.
But what you don't think these type of things happen all the time? I done seen plenty of people that were deadbeat daddies and think that they entitled. Listen,
I never lived that kind of life.
Wait. No. Let me tell you this. This guy I know, right? I'm not gonna say his name, but this guy I know, he got a situation where he had kids with a woman that died, right? And these kids, 5 of the kids is his. And they were young kids at the time she died. So the kids, he didn't have nowhere to stay. He couldn't take the kids. So the kids went to go stay with her parents. Her parents were in their 70s, and he taking care of them. But guess what? You know what he said to me? He said,
What?
"He got my kids, man. She oughta give me some of that money they give it." And he don't take care of not one of them.
Well, she was letting them hit it raw. What was you talking about?
I'm talking about the mother, the grandmother that's taking
That's what I'm saying. I'm talking about the mother was letting him hit it raw. He was getting unprotected sex. I mean, you said 5 kids?
Yeah.
So after the first one was no problem. The second one, no problem. The third one, no problem. She just kept letting them hit it raw.
But still, that just shows you the mentality. If a person not really, if you got your stuff, if a man got his own stuff together, he wouldn't be worried about no money that a person get.
Well, if his stuff was together, he probably wouldn't want no child by her anyway.
My God. You know what? With that being said, man, I don't know what to say about that, man. But he didn't have no right to kill all them people. Ray They go to show you what his mind state was.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you a question. Okay,
Okay.
okay, the baby fathers, the good ones that take care of their kids,
Mm-hmm.
the one that see their kids and spend time with them.
Mm-hmm.
They don't. The women don't send them to the friends of the court, right?
Right. Right. Sometimes they do,
But most of the times,
but
those
most
are
of the
the
time they
guys
don't.
that do nothing
Yeah.
are the most respected ones.
Mm-hmm.
You doing what you're supposed to. Guess what's gonna happen to you? You're gonna be in the friends of the court having stupid conversations with the guy next to you. When you had to go to the friends of the court, was you a deadbeat dad?
Nope.
You taking care of your child?
Giving money like it ain't nothing. You know,
Okay.
you know how that conversation. The funny thing, how that conversation went. I'm gonna hurry it up because we running late in our thing. But the conversation went. I would every time I got paid, I would slap my son's mother. I got paid every 2 weeks, so I would give her $200 every every check. I would give her the $200, and so that totaled out to almost to almost like four to five, almost five something a week. I mean a month, and um so she got tired of seeing. She said, "You know what? I don't want to see you. I don't want to see you no more. I'm tired of looking at your face. Blah blah blah. I'd rather go to the friends of the court and handle that." Then she ended up not getting less,
That's that control stuff.
getting less. So it's definitely that. But let's go to our. I want to get into our topic for the day, man, because we done we done talked over it, man, and you silly dude. I don't know what's wrong
You
with you.
think that's silly? That's the truth.
But anyway, our topic for today. Ha. You ready for it?
Yeah.
Are there limits for people of God when it comes to disrespectful children? Are there limits for people of God when it comes to disrespectful children? Of course, we're talking about the Kirk Franklin situation. Before I go into it, just in case you didn't hear the audio, we're going to play the audio right now. Then we're going to go into our discussion.
Up a piece of paper. Okay, if you think I'm reading this paper, let me say it like this. When your bitch ass starts getting some shit that's disrespectful, you need to get your skinny motherfucking ass back out the goddamn way before I put my foot in your ass. Because I dare you. I dare you. I dare you. I dare you. Shut the fuck up. I'm old. What's up? I will punch your neck, nigga, if you ever disrespect me. I did it.
Who did he sound like on that? He sound like Pinky. He almost sound like Pinky on there. Don't you ever. But anyway, be on a serious note, I want to say this. It's not a funny situation when it comes down, because we already got it bad as black men already. But for a father and a son to be at odds, it's or just kids, period. It's never an easy thing, especially when you a child of God, and I think too, men of God, we're let's say the kids always are, they always say the preacher kids are the worst kids. It's always a saying, like the preacher's kids are the worst kids, and
That dude in his 30s, so.
yeah, I'm just saying, yeah, he in his 30s, but no telling how long that situation has been going
What
on.
he should have did was went over there and punched him in his face.
But
Only somebody with no kids would say, "Oh, Kirk Franklin is so wrong." If you have a child, if you have kids, they will push you to that.
yes, they will. And
I'm,
then
I'm saying I only have one. She done said some stuff to me, just made me just go off on her.
It-
Am I like that all the time? Hell no. But
right.
did she make me like that the time being? Yep.
Yeah. I mean, they can. Your kids, especially, see, our parents used to tell us this all the time. You don't know the sacrifices that I had to make to take care of you.
Right.
You don't know all of this and that. See, and just judging this son might be bitter. Not saying that Kurt Franklin was totally innocent. We don't know what he did in the past, what this young man might have seen, because I know the wife that Kurt Franklin is with right now is not his mother. So we don't know what he's seen, what Kurt Franklin might have did to his mama that he's seen, that he held resentment. But for me, I had to get to a point where I forgave my father, for past sins. You know what I'm saying? My dad and me now we're the closest that we ever been in life now. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah, we are pretty close.
you know, I'm ignore ignorance. But me and my dad we're close. We're closer
Now
than
call me pops, man. You can call me pops.
closer than close. I'm gonna call you something else in a minute. You keep playing with me. But I just still think that as mad as you get, there's a level of respect that you owe to your
But
parents.
but if you mad, but what about the respect that your parents owe to the child?
Yeah, it is. It is.
And the whole thing is you have to. I mean, you put when you get mad, man, you can put that on hold. Because you're gonna say whatever comes to your mind when you get mad.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever. Because I done got to that point before with my daughter, like because you do think about the sacrifices that you have made and the things you could have did instead of taking care of.
Mm-hmm.
And then you gonna have the audacity to let that bull crap come out your mouth. Shut up. That's why I say that man is 30 some years old. What do I have to be arguing with you about?
You're right. You
You let
definitely
me know what you think there's arguing about. I don't argue with other men.
right. Right. Because they will. I think even now, me and my son relationship we better, but it was times that he made me so mad that
But when he makes you mad, what you do?
I felt like I almost felt like Kurt Franklin. I had to
I know,
really,
but you give that relationship time off
yeah,
because you don't have to argue with no grown man.
yeah. Well,
Whatever you gonna do whatever you gonna do. That I don't have to talk to you ever.
mm-hmm, yeah, cause
That's what kids don't understand. You know what? I never have to talk to you again a day in your life, and I'd rather do that than be calling you a skinny bitch ass in. You know what I'm saying?
right, right. I just to me, the hypocrisy of it all is that uh, children of God are still human, and that's what people don't recognize. Kurt Franklin, he didn't owe nobody else an apology, but whatever he worked out with his son, that's the only person and God was the only people that he had to explain anything to. But when you this high, you know, profile type of person, and you gotta carry on some type of persona. See, that persona thing gets a lot of people in trouble. I know that we have to carry ourselves, uh, at, and the scripture speaks on that all, if all possible, to be at peace with your brethren. So it's like but it's hard sometimes to maintain because that human side, that old side of you, is still is still there. But the difference with children of God is that we're regulated by the Holy Spirit and we're regulated by God's word, and we don't want to be displeasing. So, but that don't mean that you can't push a button to make an old
What
person.
you talking about? You ain't a child of God no more. You a grandfather.
You just can't stay focused, can you? That's the ADHD. I don't know why you can't stay focused, dude. But like I said, I don't want to. I don't never want to get to that point because the disagreements that me and my son had too, man, they had my blood pressure up.
Just imagine if he would have recorded the whole conversation and played it back for everybody to hear.
Yeah,
that was a conversation between you and your son,
right?
Not you, your son, and everybody else.
And then that's another.
And that's a grown man in his 30s.
Right.
Record
So and that tells you a lot that he wanted to do that. He wanted to. He like, you know what?
You know what that tells you?
I know what you want to say.
His son is a little sweet. And I don't know his son. I don't know about his son. But it's almost like emotional men argue and fight with women. A man is not going to argue with a woman.
Right.
Let her say what she going to say. He going to say, oh, okay. I got you.
Even sometimes when we do get into it with our significant other or something, we might say one thing, one powerful thing, and
do you try to get the last word?
Not no more. No, I used to be.
Did you?
Because man, my wife used to relationships that I used to be in. Because my thing was this. This was before I came into maturity of dealing with relationships, and when we know that you can't out argue a woman. You can't.
You just gotta give him that look.
Yeah, you can't out argue her.
Let me see your look. Let me see your look, man.
But I ain't got no look. I ain't got no look.
You got to look when your wife is talking too much. You just look at her like.
No, I got that James Evans. That James Evans. Baby, I lost my job. Don't be. I got that look. So.
Let me see how I look.
Nah, man. Nah.
I just want to see how tough you look.
No, man, cut it out, man. Where was, had you ever got to the point, I know you probably don't even want to talk about it, but you ever got to the point where you had to use vulgar language?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, but I'm not going to share it.
I know. I'm just saying,
I'm saying I done lost my cool before and said some stuff that I had to take back. I lost my cool once. After I lost my cool that once, I said that'll never happen again.
Oh, okay.
But I got mad because you kind of know all that stuff comes from their mother. That's why you get so mad. Because what you want to say is you can believe that bull crap your mama told you all you want to.
Right. No, well, not being judgmental, but do you think Kirk Franklin did anything wrong? Like, do you think, would you like
he was mad. He got disrespected. I would have cussed at him too.
Okay.
Because you know what kind of conversation they had before the
recording.
Stuff that he wanted to share with us.
Because it looked like he said, okay, because, he cut the tape on right when he said, okay, you want to, I didn't make out what he said at the beginning. He said, but he was like, okay, you want me to, say it some other kind of way? Then that's when he said, yo, bit, this. So we
People
don't
only share. It's like any other relationship. If you break up with somebody or anything, they just gonna tell people what they want to know.
Right.
You ain't gonna hear the whole truth.
Right. So I'm asking anybody out there right now that's listening, to if you heard the Kurt Franklin and his son's audio. Do you think Kurt Franklin was wrong in there? Do you think he should have, as a man of God, should he have been held to a different standard than just somebody that's regular, that don't believe in God?
He's still a man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That man was fighting over watching pornographic stuff. Well, how holy is he?
In the past, I say this, Kurt Franklin has been pretty much open to a lot, because I know about 3 or 4 years ago he admitted he was a sex addict. You know what I'm saying? And he been pretty much like an open book, like really putting his identity on the table and stuff like that. But
with his son, he really turned into Plies.
Yeah, so if
you mad? That's what he should have said to his son. You big man.
Why you wanna argue? Why you mad? but he said, argue. I ain't trying to argue. But anybody that got any comments, so that number is 646-564-9728. You got to press that 1 if you want to comment. The number is flashing across the screen. But my thing is always, too, like I said, I know I had my attitude, man, sometimes, man, could be a monster. And especially when you feel like that's some of the worst thing that can happen, like somebody spitting in your face, or especially somebody you brought into the world and you took care of and you made all these sacrifices for, and then they just flat out blatantly being disrespectful and don't even know your struggle, what you had to sacrifice. It might have been sometime, we don't know what Kurt Franklin had to do to get that boy through or get him over. He probably had to miss a couple of meals or something to feed that boy, and or make sacrifices himself where he didn't eat for that boy to be able to survive. We just don't know. Like I said, it's two different sides of the story. I don't know what was the guy's MO or what's going on with him. But anybody, I'm just wondering, what's your opinion on that matter? I know a lot of people were throwing him under the bus, but there were a lot of religious figures that came to his rescue. Wait, Janine said he pushed his buttons for a reason, to record him so he could post it on the media to hurt his rep. Yep, and we know that because I could just imagine, because he had all them all that. Wait a minute, Kurt Franklin was probably wrong. Nobody knows, but shouldn't have been broadcasted. See, that's the point that I'm talking about. Like, men don't handle stuff like that. We don't maliciously record each other. That's what I'm talking about. We don't handle
with a 30-some-year-old man.
Yeah. We don't handle things like that. Men, we talk it out, and and pretty much if you run your mouth, then we look at you like we'll call that tattling like a little girl. We'll say, "Oh man, why you tattling like a little girl?"
Watch it. Yeah. The alphabet, people gonna get you.
Man, I'm just saying. But we man, I ain't worried about that. What they gonna take me? No, what they gonna take me for? But anyway, I'm just saying that we handle things different. Like if me and you had a problem, I ain't gonna be sitting up here recording what we said. I'm gonna come to you.
But I'm your father. Why would you do that?
You got one more time to call me. I'm gonna go in on you like Kurt Franklin.
But you know who else child did that? Mike Epps' daughter did that to him.
Brian McKnight kid did that to him too. Said that he was a terrible father. Said something like that. Yeah, I don't remember Mike Epps.
Oh, his daughter. Oh man, he was like, "You little B."
For real.
Yeah, yeah. listen to it when you get a chance, man. It's
Yeah,
on YouTube.
yeah, but that's the thing, because the son hit below the belt. But like I said, I don't know what kind of relationship they had in the past. I don't know what Kurt Franklin did, or to make his son. Because sometimes I know most of the times, you know, we're not perfect individuals. Fathers make mistakes just as well as kids do, and sometimes you gotta. It's best to kind of talk it out, but it's hard for me to see that he didn't, especially his persona and his reputation that he got to keep, that he would try to be openly at odds with his son. You know what I'm saying?
He wasn't trying to be openly at odds with him. He didn't know he was being recorded.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And it's just,
I'm saying that's stuff that a woman to do.
right,
I'm gonna flat out say it. Not men don't do stuff like that.
right.
Give me a break. You wouldn't. And we don't even expect that one to come to us. Your son recording you.
Right.
What kind of? I want to say something so bad, but I know I can't say it.
But and then
what kind of girly stuff is that?
Then you can tell he had his boy in the back. Like I said, he probably said, "Watch me make my daddy mad. I'm a record."
What kind of boy you got? I'd be like, "Hey man, don't do that with your fathers. You crazy?"
Right.
His boy must have been like, "Go ahead, show him."
Cause you seen the minute Kurt Franklin rose to that pinky voice, that boy was laughing. He was laughing. He thought it was funny. And then you have to be careful too, especially when you deal with people that one day you're gonna have to come back to, because little do you know, it's different if you argue with somebody in the street, but if it's a father and son or a mother and daughter type of relationship, some relationship like that where y'all gotta cross paths one day, family, regardless, you have to be careful, because there's some things that you could say that you can't take back. There's certain things that you can't take back. And for a son to actually, I just say this, me and my mother don't agree all the time, but before I got to the point where I had to say something that I might regret, I'd just be like, "Ma, I'll catch you later." I hang up the phone. I don't do that. I've never tried to be like that. Wait a minute. Said they was better off boxing or something. Get that steam off. Because if he would have hit his father wrong or something, he would have been like, "Do you want a revolution?"
Do you want that? We'll be to punch him in his face real hard.
And Kurt Franklin don't look like no boxer. He wear makeup. So,
I don't know. Kurt Franklin, I might let you have it.
He sound like Pete. Wait a minute. They get like that when the money is cut off and it's time for them to make their own money bag, and they get pissed off when they gotta go, but that comes from being spoiled. Yeah, that was Brian McKnight's kids' problem. They got mad because he cut them off. They kept coming back running to the money, and he kept. Then all of a sudden they put all these allegations out about him, that he never took care of them, and all this other little stuff happening. I don't even know what Kurt Franklin net worth. I know he got to be up there somewhere. The son probably was a little mad. He probably was like, "Okay, you want to do all this? I'm about to cut you off."
I just want to know that conversation he had before.
Yeah, that's. I know it's gonna come out. I know eventually it's gonna come out, but it's like,
you know what's so crazy? I'm about to skip subject a little bit, just a little tiny bit. Is that all right?
Yeah, go ahead.
At Word of Faith, I Andre Butler, him and his wife is divorced now. I didn't know that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I'm thinking, what happened? Because he used to give seminars about, keeping your
Marriage.
relationships
Yeah.
strong and this and that. And they
Yeah.
divorced now.
Wow.
And what could it be? I'm talking about that kind of hurt me because I'm like, if they can't survive, who can?
Right. You know what? Kurt Franklin net worth 8.5 million. I thought it was more than that. I thought he had more than that because I know TD Jakes is up there, but he do a lot of other different stuff. But like,
Yeah,
wow.
Kirk Franklin. And they probably exaggerating with that. It's probably like 4 million or something. But that's still being rich.
Talk about assets and all that. Like,
yeah, he's still rich though.
Yeah. Shoot. I know 8.5 billion. I could use it. Sure.
Well, all the stuff that you have, why would you need it?
You know what?
You got your Biggie small glasses on. Don't worth about $20,000.
Oh yeah. What you got?
Nothing.
Let's see what you got. What you got? Oh yeah, you do got the chocolate black gums. Yeah, I forgot you do got all that. You got. Don't worry about it.
What color gums are you used to looking at?
Don't worry. The same ones that you wash in Menjo's bathroom. That's what. You want to keep going?
Hey man, I'm just asking you a question.
Don't ask me no question. Don't worry about me. You worry about
Dang,
yourself.
Why you doing me like Kirk Franklin?
You worry about yourself. Don't ever disrespect me, nigga.
Don't ask me no questions.
But like I said, man, I hope they able to work it out. But I hope the son ain't push it to the point because sometimes some of them preachers, man, they could be stubborn people, man. They can.
You don't say.
Yeah, they can be stubborn people. Hey, they don't forgive easy, But that goes to say.
Why
man.
is the music playing?
Because we're down to our last 2 minutes, and we want to thank everybody for tuning in to the Fatcat Show tonight. Everybody, forever. But once again, I'm gonna say this. Speaking as a man of God, a minister, we try our best to carry ourselves righteously. But there are, don't get me wrong, we're not perfect individuals. We do have our breaking points. Thank you, Janine. We do have our breaking points like everybody, my grandmother used to snap a lot, and she was one of the sweetest woman that I knew. And my grandfather, boy, he would give you the business too sometimes when you made him mad. So I know nobody's perfect. Moses got angry, Peter got angry, all men of God got angry at some point.
Seconds.
But we can't sit back and try to hold somebody just because they have a stronger faith and belief in God than we do. We can't sit up there and hold people accountable and for something that we can't even keep ourselves. So one of my last sermons was let ye without sin cast the first stone. So you got to be careful when you cast that stone, because that stone might even reflect your own actions and your own
60 seconds
and things that's going
might
on.
pick the stone up and smoke
it. There you go, man. You just can't quit, hey. But we not talking about crackheads or nothing like that. We just really, just being real with it, man, because people of God are still human, and we got to recognize that. So shout out to Kurt Franklin, man. You didn't owe nobody no apology, man. You handled it. You didn't know that was in the privacy of your own, between you and your son, but he chose to record it and put it out there. So, shouts out to you, man, and whatever. And I pray that
Don't give him no more money.
And I pray to God, men, that, whatever happened, in the past. I just pray that God me and all that. But anyway, y'all, we getting ready to get up out of here. We want to everybody have a nice day and peace. We up out of here.